And we were scheduled to be joined by Karina, Daza yesterday morning. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, but it sure makes this morning a whole heck of a lot better.
And what a beautiful day to have you here. Miss Karina Daza's in the house.
Thank you so much. Yes, sorry about that yesterday.
No.
Guys.
Don't even
Allergy
sorry.
season. We're suffering, sinuses, all the things.
That's
Listen,
right.
our listeners have had to hear me struggle a lot the last month, so they get it.
But it's so wonderful to have you back. You're no stranger to the studio. You have been here before.
We are big fans. Yes, we have been here before. We've done a performance before, and we just love Lightning 100 so much. So thank you for having us.
Certainly. Thank you so much for being here. Casey also here to play some guitar. So, waving at the cameras. You can catch us also streaming over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/lightning100. Really is that simple. So, excited that the forecast is looking great for this weekend.
Let me tell you, yes, because so you guys know, so many of the musicians' corners ends up getting rained out because it is rain or shine, but the thunderstorms have been crazy.
Yeah.
And last year especially, I was in the middle of a set and the thunder came and we had to stop mid-set. I never finished my set last year.
So
we're gonna make up for it.
So are you going to pick up where you left off, or are you just going to...
We're just going to start mid-song.
That would actually be kind of a fun intro. I don't know if you can work that in there.
Just a little inside joke for
Just
whoever.
walk up,
The regulars.
Please welcome Karina Daza, and then it's just like, well, before I was rudely interrupted last year, let me finish this song.
It was crazy. We had to run for cover. Like all the artists that were behind stage, myself included, we ran under a tent. It's one of the merch booths, and it came down crazy.
And just waited it out, right? That's all you
all
can
that to say, we're very grateful for good weather too.
Yes, indeed. Excited about the show again tomorrow night, starting at 5 o'clock. Of course, again on Saturday, starting at noon. Musicianscorner.com for the full lineup and schedule for the performances tomorrow and on Saturday and through the spring as well. But sounded so fantastic warming up. You're going to sing a couple of songs for us this morning, right?
Yeah, we're very excited.
All right. Which one would you like to play for us first?
Yeah, we'll start off. This one is called Todo va a cambiar. That means everything's going to change. And it's just a very positive song about kind of like today's the day. It's all going to be better today, starting today.
That.
You know, manifesting.
Yeah. Okay, we like it. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, Karina Daza live here in the Lightning 100 studio.
Este es el día que todo va a cambiar. La vida fluye como el mar. Me lanzaré sin mirar hacia atrás, como el coquí cruzando el palmar. Apúrate, no hay tiempo que perder. Sigo andando y sigo sin dudar. Nadie me puede parar. Y aunque me vuelva a tropezar, esta llama no se apaga. El viento viene y me va a llevar a lo que es mío, a donde debo estar. Como el río que no deja de andar, yo también voy a continuar. Tengo caminos por descifrar y 1000 razones para esperar. Apúrate, no hay tiempo que perder. Sigo andando y sigo sin dudar. Nadie me puede parar. Y aunque me vuelva a tropezar, esta llama no se apaga. El viento viene y me va a llevar a lo que es mío, a donde debo estar. Sigo sin dudar. Nadie me puede parar. Y aunque me vuelva a tropezar, esta llama no se apaga, el viento viene y me va a llevar a lo que es mío, a donde debo estar. Si esta llama no se apaga, el viento viene y me va a llevar a lo que es mío, a donde debo estar.
Karina Daza here in the Lightning 100 studio. And something about that song that our listeners don't know yet, but they're about to know, that was an exclusive because that song isn't even out yet.
That's right. It's coming out.
Yeah, when is its due date?
Its due date is a little secretive, but it is coming in a few, we'll say early fall.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels fall-y, doesn't it?
It does feel
Yes.
folly.
We're going Americana with the next project, almost like Americana in Spanish is sort of the vibes. It's like that song is kind of a lot of songs that I'm writing and producing right now. So I feel like that just screams fall. So
yeah. Well, and also, I mean, I'm hearing these, growing up in Santa Barbara and just really adapting to the Hispanic community. And even though I'm Japanese Italian, definitely having some roots there, I can hear a full band behind you.
Oh, 100%. I almost was like, we shouldn't do this song without all the harmonies and all the things.
Sounds so good, just you
it sounds so cool when it's fully produced with all, it's just harmonies, those like folky songs require like all those beautiful overtones.
Just kind of layered in there, yeah.
And we have
and
that.
you have like
It's gonna be
trumpets. You have any
so
like,
awesome.
the trumpets and the thing.
We have horns. We have I think like Dreams. You know the song Dreams, obviously. Not the Cranberries.
I was like, okay, where are we going with this?
Fleetwood
Sorry.
Mac. I was listening to Dream.
love that
I was
you
listening
knew.
to. I guess
She's
there's a lot of songs named Dreams, but I'm like, the one. Fleetwood Mac Dreams is like such one of my favorite songs, and I was listening to it on the radio, I think, and I was just like, what if this was like in Spanish? You know what I mean? What if we had some like Fleetwood Mac, but Latinified a little bit?
Yeah.
Latinified. Can that be done? I don't know. So kind of went that direction with this next project. So I'm really, really excited for people to check it out in the fall.
So are you going to be full band at Musicians Corner?
So
I
would love to do that. But, we always love an acoustic set, too.
Yeah, we do.
I love Latin acoustic. It's very, like, beach vibes. Because the symphony is playing after us, they need a lot of time to set up for that. So usually they would have a full band, on the right before the headliner. But this time they're like, we need to set up for, 80 people. So
you're like,
we'll keep it simple and acoustic, make it easy.
But that's a beautiful thing to note, right? To get there on time so you can listen to Karina before the symphony.
The symphony is so awesome.
It's one of my favorite Musician Corner nights to go to.
It's I feel like it's one of the best ones.
Just
saying. No, I used to sing with the Nashville Symphony, and I would like stop singing because I would just be like in awe of them. And I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta sing.
Right.
I mean, they're so incredible. So
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. I'm very excited.
Well, and you've had the opportunity to play with a lot of famous names. I was reading some stuff that I didn't know prior. I'm looking it up right now. I mean, you've got Pitbull, Gabby Morena, Alex Cuba, like.
I'm lucky.
And this all happened in New York, or just?
It just happened over time. No, some of it was remote. Like during COVID is when I co-wrote with Alex Cuba. Gabi Moreno has become a dear friend, but we also met over COVID. She was producing a project that I did, and it's just like reaching out to friends. There was an upside to COVID, believe it or not. There was a little silver lining. It was terrible, but there were moments, and some of them was that I got to connect with, maybe artists who would be too busy on tour usually, but were looking to produce and looking to co-write because we were all stuck at home.
Because nobody was on tour.
I was on tour, so we're like, hey, let's hang out virtually.
I love that. Well, and Pitbull loves Nashville. There's been a lot of camps here.
I was a background in a music video a few years ago.
Of course you were.
That Pitbull did with Blake Shelton. It was like so one of the most random things I did. But they were looking for Latinas.
And you were like, hi.
For a country music video, and then to my surprise, Pitbull was there. So yeah, I was like, oh, like Pitbull likes Nashville. He likes doing country collabs.
He likes it here, yeah. Well, and I speak on this also because, we talked, I'm reading it again because I keep calling it Latina, but it's Musicana. Musicana.nash on Instagram. Yes. And I kind of wanted you to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, in addition to being a singer-songwriter, when I came here from New York, I was like looking for my people. I was looking for Latino musicians, regardless of their genre, to kind of collab with, to commiserate with, to share culture with. And I had trouble finding that. I found it in a few spots, but it was kind of
Scattered.
Yeah, scattered. So much like Black Opry has done, that was like kind of seeing that was like an inspiration for me, and I've had the chance to meet Holly G and talk to her about that. But I was like, maybe we can make our own little hub, and so that's how I started Musicana, which is basically just a collective for Latino singer-songwriters in Nashville, or any musicians or creatives really, or anyone interested in Latin music and culture.
Yeah.
So we do showcases. We sold out shows at City Winery. We've done collabs with Song Suffragettes. We've tried to bridge that gap a little bit between the Nashville general community population and like specifically Latino music.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great.
I love that. And I encourage anyone who, might feel outside of home, like sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, there's probably great restaurants that you guys are collaborating
Yes,
with.
exactly.
And people need to remember, like, Nashville is a really beautiful music city, not just one type and genre. So thank you for doing that for our community. And, now you get to play Musicians Corner.
Yes, it's my pleasure. Musicians Corner, I always say, is one of my favorites. I mean, when I first moved here, I didn't know a soul.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon Musicians Corner in the park. And I laid out a blanket. I'm like, oh, it's something you don't need a date or friend, And I fell in love with the whole vibe, and it was part of the reason I ended up moving here. So I told Justin, I always tell that story because it's true. Like, I really love Musicians Corner. And I've had the fortune of playing like many years in a row now, so I'm very grateful.
I love that you literally, it was a walk in the park.
No, literally. No, literally.
And just it's a good feeling too that you realize that I don't have to do anything besides show up and just be
Exactly.
there.
It's a beautiful
Come
feeling.
as you are.
Yeah,
Come as you
exactly.
are.
That is so the vibe of Musicians Corner. Come as you are.
Again, musicianscorner.com. You can check out the full schedule and lineup, not just for this weekend, but shows continuing through the spring. We've got Karina Daza here in studio with us. And as she mentioned, playing right in front of the Nashville Symphony. It's like probably a little bit late in the game, but it's like, well, actually, they could come and start to set up early, and you just give them charts and have the horns come up first, play the last song with you, and then they're ready to go for their
So,
set right after, We try to come up with different solutions here on Lightning in the Morning.
You are the backline.
Kind of what we do.
right?
Yeah.
Just combine us. Next time I'll sing with them. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
But Karina just debuted a song live with us here in studio, and we certainly have time for another one if you all feel up to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a crowd favorite. So sometimes I write like a lot of deep songs, and I put so much effort. And this one was like, I stumbled into a coffee shop. There was a banana latte, and I didn't know what to write about. And my co-write.
I like this one a lot.
Yes.
I posted it earlier today.
I know. So what's so funny is like I have all these deep songs, and this is the one everyone requests. This is the crowd favorite, and it's literally just a song about a banana latte and that warm feeling. Shout out to my co-writer Gustavo Guerrero, who we showed up to a co-write, and we're like, sat the coffee down. We're like, let's just write about that.
You are so Nashville if.
Yeah.
Right? You can actually add that to the mix.
Yep.
And we've got Karina Daza live here on Lightning in the Morning.
Latte de banana, quítame la gana de quedarme acostada, de quedarme en mi cama. Latte de banana. La lluvia está cayendo, quiero seguir durmiendo, el agua está hirviendo y tengo que apagarla. Latte de banana. Give me something that'll get me through. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Latte de banana. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Latte de banana. Ahí vamos. De niña escuchaba a mi madre ya gritando, levántate muchacha, hay que limpiar la casa. La música sonaba. La vida ha cambiado, ya tengo un trabajo, me siento muy cansada, mi jefe me atormenta. Hay que pagar la renta. Give me something that'll get me through. Ooh. 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 Latte de banana. Latte de banana. Otra vez, una vez más. Ahí vamos. Latte de banana. Abre la ventana, la tierra está mojada, la brisa ya me trae el olor de la mañana. Ya me llegó la gana.
Yes, Lightning 100. We have Karina Daza here. Here's what I love, because I know there may or may not be a lot of Spanish speakers out there, but I can understand most of it.
I heard you giggle. I was like, oh, she got that joke.
I got that
There's
joke,
a line
girl.
like, my boss is tormenting me, like, but I gotta pay the rent. And
Yeah.
she chuckled. I was like, oh, she got it.
Yeah, it's always a fun little surprise if I'm anywhere and I'll like, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying. But I love that song. I am looking forward to you guys playing at Musicians Corner, hopefully. A little shaky, shaky.
Definitely, and I'll bring my shaker.
Yeah. Do you have a banana shaker?
You know,
Girl.
oh my gosh, I need one. Somebody send me one. I'm gonna go buy one.
Actually,
Yeah.
you might need like 100 of them, and that way you guys have some, but then you sell them as merch.
Merch or little keychain, little bananas,
See-
chiquitas.
Wait, I love that so much.
Okay.
Like I said, we've got a lot of ideas on Lightning in the
They have to
morning.
get a percentage of the.
Yeah. Also, if you could do, I think I've been saying them wrong, maybe my whole, but cascaronas, the eggs with the confetti in it.
Oh yes, but that's like a Mexican thing, and I don't really know anything about that.
Okay.
So don't quote me on that.
Okay. I was like,
But
we
I
need
know
to get
exactly
those
what
too.
you're talking about.
You
Yeah.
basically, because it's an eggshell, they're really soft, and
Yes.
like you can chuck them at people and they will they like explode. And so like we say "Viva la fiesta," but when you're a kid, because you can clock them pretty
Yes.
hard, you learn to crunch them in your hand and then
throw them.
Tell me you grew up in California without telling me.
Yeah.
That's so. I
Yeah,
love
you
that there's
go
so much
wild.
Mexican culture there. Like,
Yeah,
I grew up
miss
with
it.
such like Caribbean culture in New York because I'm Colombian and Puerto Rican, and that's like a lot of what
Yes.
there was there. But moving to Nashville, it's like, oh my gosh, all my Latino friends are Mexican here, and I'm learning so much.
That's totally fair. But I think that's what, again, is so important about you sharing the community and Musicana. On Ash, you can learn about all of the Latin cultures
Yes.
and music, and knowing that we do have a depth here in Nashville. So we are so lucky that we can play your music and have you at Musicians Corner. So thank you guys.
Thank
again
you so
being
much for
here.
the opportunity. We love you guys.
Yeah, and thank you for making your debut here on Lightning in the Morning. Again, I know you've been here on the station, of
True, but
course,
not
and
with you.
here in studio, but not on the morning
Surprise us
show.
when it comes out, when you have the date, you know? We don't know when the baby's coming out. We just know it's coming.
Exactly. Later this year, we will get new music from Karina Daza, but more to the point, tomorrow night out at Centennial Park for Musicians Corner. Again, musicianscorner.com for the full lineup and schedule. Of course, find Karina on her website, on the socials, and be listening for new music later in 2026. So excited. And thank you again so much for being here. Casey, thank you so much. Sounded great this morning.
You're our banana latte this morning.
Yeah, right?
Next stop, shakers, banana shakers. We're gonna go find some.
Like I said, we've got a lot of ideas here on Lightning in the Morning. Every now and then, one of them is actually good. So maybe we threw out one this morning, but absolutely crushed it. Sounded fantastic.
Thank you so
Thank you so much for performing for us here live in studio, and looking forward to the show tomorrow evening out at Centennial Park. And with that, we will wrap up this edition of Lightning in the Morning here on Nashville's Independent Radio.